your problem, Kuwabara? You don't like croissants? Oh, stupid name, but they taste good.
Hey everyone, it's Leo and it's July 25th and I have some things to do today, but I'm excited because I just finished up with all my classes for summer or my summer semester. I mean, technically I still have some evals I need to do for my teams on Tuesday, so tomorrow and then Thursday. So I need to kind of fill out my evals for myself so I can submit them to my supervisor. Well, technically, I have to just fill out, I think, one, because on Thursday I'm actually co-supervising or helping supervise that team. So I don't really have to fill one out for myself that day, but I have to review the students that are on that team's evals before Thursday. So I need to do that. I need to do a little bit of admin work, so kind of responding back to emails and clients and things like that. But yeah, like I'm pretty excited. I have 2 weeks off. Well, I was actually telling one of my friends in my cohort that it takes me about 2 weeks to kind of unwind, or for my brain to, I guess, officially shut off. I'm one of those people that kind of just think and think and think. So even though I have those 2 weeks off, it'll probably take me those 2 weeks to kind of, for my body to realize, hey, like I don't have to really do anything. There's nothing due, there's no papers due, there's no presentations. I don't really see clients at the clinic. So it's kind of a break, but not really. I might just take those 2 weeks for myself and try to unwind, get back into working out. I've been wanting to work out for the past, like, I don't know how long. I was on it for a while, but then eventually I just stopped. So hopefully I can get back into the routine of working out again and meditating and doing yoga. And again, just trying to make as many videos as possible for y'all. And hopefully I can get some time for that. But right now I am going to start some admin work. So I will see you in a bit. Okay, I just finished up with some admin work, but I actually wanted to take a small break and talk about some of the things I wish I would have known going into my doctorate program or the PsyD program. And this is actually really hard for me to talk about, only because I don't really share this part with others besides my partner or Amy. But we were talking the other day, my partner and I, and just how much this program can put a strain on a relationship. And those are one of the things I wish I would have known probably ahead of time going into a doctorate program, was just how much stress and time going through this program takes up. And I'm just like actually really thankful that I have a partner that understands not only me or tries to understand me, but understands what this program requires of me. I think one of the things I wish I would have known was just like how many breakdowns I would have like going through the program. I think it's normal, like just because of how much stress you kind of are always put through, and it's a doc program, and so I kind of expected it, but at the same time it just sucks, like of how much it pulls away from the things that you love, like self-care even, or hanging out with people that you care about and that you love very much. And I think one of the most hardest things was having to let people go that just couldn't understand what I was doing. I can't explain that part. Like I've had friends that I've known for a very long period of time that just stopped kind of fucking with me, like that just stopped hanging out with me, and you know, we slowly drift apart, and there's no like bad blood there. It's just people have like their own journeys that they're kind of going down, and it's just hard kind of watching those relationships either die out, or I don't even want to say die out, because I feel like they can always be picked back up, but we're just not in the same place. And that's very difficult for me because I already have such a small circle. And so seeing myself and the people that I care about sort of go down a different path, or one that you can't walk down or they can't walk down, for whatever reason that might be, it's extremely difficult, at least for me personally. Another thing that I wish I would have known going into the doc program was just how much it was just going to cost, like the finances. And at the time you kind of think like, yeah, you know what, I can do this. But then you kind of realize as time goes on, and with the economy, you know, constantly changing and shifting, there have been times, at least again in my personal journey of going through this program, that I've hit some really low lows, to the point where I've been homeless for, you know, a couple months. I couldn't pay bills, and things were just falling behind. And that was extremely difficult. And what's even more difficult is having to put the person I love the most, my partner, through that as well. And, I love her to death. And she always says that she'll always be there with me no matter what. And so she was going through, having to find a place and moving and not be able to pay bills. She was there with me along the whole journey. And even though I'm extremely grateful for that and thankful, it was still very hard for me to see the person I love have to go through that too. And we've had talks where, I told her, like, I get it if you don't want to be with me. Maybe at this time we just can't do it, and that's okay. And I understand. And every single time we've had those talks, my partner has always told me, like, no, like, we can do this together. And she believes in me, and she always told me, like, I believe in you, and we'll just make do, and we'll get through it. And I guess one of the most things I'm grateful for is just the support. And I don't think I'll be able to go through this program without the support of the people that chose to stick around still, that kind of push me and motivate me during the times when I feel like I just want to quit. Not because like I can't do it, I know I can do it, but when it comes to, again, like the finances and the time and effort that it takes to put into this program, those are the times when I kind of hit my lowest, and I'm like, I wish I can just stop now, and then why can't I just go get a job already? And then my support system kind of comes back and tells me, like, no, like, you just keep on going, you're almost there. Which is true. I'm on my 3rd year now, so technically I only need 2 more years plus internship. And even though I work on the side through my private practice and do some other things for income, there's also times, again, where not even that works, and sometimes not even the grants or the, what do they call it, the student loans, and sometimes those don't even work. And so, again, having that system, that family support, where they can, like, say, you know what, like, I got you for this month, I'll help you pay off your school. It like means the world. And that's I guess the thing that I just wasn't expecting was just, it doesn't just affect you, like, going through this program, at least my program, right, in my journey, but it affects everybody around you and the people that care about you. And it sort of weeds out the people that, again, either don't care as much or say, you know what, like, I can't be there for that. And then it shows the people that are there for you and are willing to kind of sit through that stressful time with you. And with that, like, I can't even put that into words of just how grateful I am for the people that have done that for me. And hopefully I do that for them too. But it's hard. And I think that one of the most difficult things that I would have wished I would have known going into this program was this. It kind of just goes back to like how much people put things on the back burner for you. And my partner, she's going to school too, and she wants to become a teacher. And it wasn't even it was just recently, I think, that we had a fight. Not a fight, I shouldn't say fight, but just a conversation where, like, she was saying, what about me? I want to, she has her own goals and aspirations. And so how do we balance that, right? Like, how do we come together and say, you know what, you need to focus on your stuff. And even though I know you want to do stuff for me, you worry about you and you go achieve your goals, and I'll always be here, and vice versa. And that's very difficult, especially for someone like my partner that just wants to be there for me and give and give and give, where we had to kind of sit down and say, you know what, like, you have to worry about yourself and your happiness. That doesn't mean that we have to break up, but I mean, you just have to do you for a little bit and accept whatever we can bring to the table at that time. And we'll go through some hard times, but at the end, it'll be all worth it. But yeah, I probably have like mocos coming out of my nose, but I just wanted to sit down with y'all and just talk about some of the things I wish I would have known right before going into the PsyD program. And another thing I was thinking about just right now is I didn't take a break. I went from the master's program at my school straight into the doctorate program the very next semester. So that was also kind of a surprise to my partner and the people around me. They're like, oh, I thought you were going to take a year off and, maybe work a little bit or whatever it might have been. But for me, again, with my goals, I just wanted to kind of get everything done as soon as possible. Again, so just having those people that understand you and your goals and your aspirations, I think, are extremely important, especially when you're having to do so much schoolwork in a long period of time. And a lot of people aren't used to that. I think in our society, at least over here, right, like you hear people constantly say like, you don't need a degree, you don't need to go to school, and I agree with that to a certain point. You know, I think unless you're maybe getting some type of licensure out of it, or license, not a licensure, but a license out of it, you know, maybe school is not for you, and it doesn't really have to be a thing necessarily you have to get in order to land a job. But for what I want to do, I need a license. You know, I can't just like go out there and, you know, I guess I can, right? Like there's coaches and, you know, life coaches and things like that, but I didn't want to go down that path. So for me, in order to be a therapist, a licensed psychologist, you need to take a licensure exam. You need to have a license to practice. So in my case, again, in my personal journey, I had to go through all this schooling, and it's hard sometimes for people to understand that. So thank y'all for letting me vent. This is, again, like, I don't hardly ever do this. It's very difficult for me to kind of like open up in this way, and I don't think I would ever probably do it again. Well, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe people will actually enjoy seeing this kind of raw take, and that it's not always perfect, and there are going to be times when I fall down or break, but it's okay. I can mend myself back together. I can get back up, especially like, again, with those people around me that help support me that I couldn't do without. So yeah, just wanted to take some time out just to kind of discuss that or talk about that with y'all. But I'm gonna get back to work. I actually think I think it'd be really cool to show y'all a project that I was working with my group during one of my classes in the summer. So in my positive psychology course, me and my group had to do a project on kind of like a concept in positive psych that can be used within a community. So we chose to do our project on teamwork and the benefits and strengths of using the team approach at our clinic at the CCS here in San Antonio. So I think I might kind of like insert a clip, or maybe the full clip. It's only like 2 or 3 minutes long. It's not that long, into this video, just to kind of show you like what we work on during classes and things like that. Yeah, and I think it'll be kind of fun just to show y'all, and you can let me know what you think. But I'm gonna get back to work, so I'll see y'all in a bit. Bye.
Hi, welcome to Community Counseling Service. My name is Kelsey, and I'll be one of your co-therapists today. Come on back. If this is your first time coming to talk to people like us, you might expect to lay down on a couch while someone takes notes about your life. But here at the CCS, we do things differently. We like to work in teams. In a moment, we'll show you what it will be like once you arrive and become part of our team. But first, we want to talk about some of the benefits and strengths of using a team approach. We believe teamwork includes citizenship and social responsibility. Together, we excel when each team member works collaboratively with each other and with you. We believe that if we each do our share, we can better help you succeed at reaching your goal for the session today. You can think of us as a basketball team. Each person on the team has a position that helps you get closer to your goal. We do this by having good communication and adjusting the play to your needs. Our sessions are structured a lot like a basketball game, with timeouts, half times, and sideline talks with our coach. Now let's take a look at what a session might look like and what you can expect when meeting with your team.
When you walk into the room, you will be welcomed by 2 therapists who will be talking with you during your session. When we get stuck, we can pass the ball to our co-therapist, trusting that they will be able to catch it. And because we think that 6 heads think better than just 2, we have the rest of the team watching through that camera. You can think of them as extra teammates on the sidelines.
The team helps make sure that the 2 therapists in the room are on track. There might be times when the supervisor or our coach calls in to give us some suggestions. Think of this as a mini timeout.
At some point in the session, usually around the 3rd quarter, the therapist will go and meet with the team in another room. There, we will create winning strategies for you. You can expect to wait 5 to 7 minutes, and then we'll come back and bring those ideas to you.
The locker room is usually off limits, but we'll let you have a pass.
One of the benefits of having a team watching is that they get to have a bird's eye view of the game or what's happening during our session. That way, they can see things that you and the therapist might have missed, such as previous solutions, unique values, and characteristics you have to help come up with a game plan for you to try after the session.
Before you leave, we'll make sure you know the game plan and remind you of all the skills you have to win the day.
After implementing your game plan, if you decide to come back, you can always call or walk in.
You might not see the same therapist, but don't worry, on this team we only have all-star players.
Gonna go for a walk? Boy. Alright everyone, well I'm gonna call it here for today. I still have some stuff to do, but I'll get that done and I'll probably just see y'all in the next video. But hopefully y'all enjoyed that clip I inserted of my group and I for our project. But yeah, I just think I'm done ranting, at least for this video. But just remember to always be kind to yourself, you owe it to yourself, and have a wonderful day. Bye guys.